Hello friends, this is Raman Gill with the Daily Forex Market Analysis for June 22nd, 2016. Let's start off with our Forex Factory calendar here. A quiet UK session, and then we have Canadian core retail sales at 8:30 a.m. Eastern, and finally Fed Chair Yellen speaking at 10 a.m. Eastern. Again, today we had Fed Chair Yellen speaking as well. However, there was nothing that was said that was different than what was said in the FOMC statement. So the market didn't really have a big reaction to that. However, anytime Yellen is speaking, we normally expect volatility in the market. So if any new information comes out during her speech or during the question and answer period, that will normally have market moving impact. So watch out for that. And then we also have crude oil inventories at 10:30 a.m. Eastern. And that's it for the major news for tomorrow. Moving on to the charts here, looking at Euro US dollar, we had seen a nice pin bar on the daily chart here, and we saw follow through today. And for tomorrow, we are looking for, based on our daily close here, this is bearish close, so we would expect a follow through on that, and we'll be looking for a move to the downside. So in terms of a pullback, we are looking for a 1300. So if the price stays below this 1300 level, we would look for the price to move down lower. And at this point, in terms of our target, the first target would be this 1180 level, and then we could see the price move all the way into 1100 level, Looking at the 1 hour chart here, this is the support and resistance level that we are looking for a potential pullback to happen. Price never moves in just one direction. We normally get a drop and a pullback and then another drop. So that's what we'll be looking for based on the daily close. It is bearish. So we would be looking for a follow through on that with a potential pullback into this 1300 level and then a drop. However, we are just 1 day away from the UK referendum, and both Euro and British pound will be impacted by the referendum. So be mindful of that. What that means is that we could see additional volatility come into the market. And because of that, especially with most brokers reducing their leverage and increasing their margin requirements, a lot of people will be sitting this out, and as a result of that, the liquidity in the market will be really low. Anytime there's low liquidity in the market, any of the moves can become exaggerated, whether that's to the upside or the downside. So because of a decreased liquidity in the market and increased risk due to the referendum, this will be very, very volatile time. So be very careful trading tomorrow. Looking at the British pound here, we did see a huge jump up in the pound here. And today we have seen a nice pin bar on pound. This is the first day in the last 4 days that we actually have seen a negative move for the British pound. Based on the daily close here, we would be expecting further move to the downside. And in terms of a pullback, we are looking at this 147.34 area right into here. Looking at the 1 hour chart, this is the area that we're looking at, 147.34. However, price could go all the way to test the high here and then drop. Again, with the British pound here as well, even though we're expecting some downside ahead of the referendum based on the technical setup, we are looking for a move to the downside. However, again, because of increased volatility and low liquidity in the market, be careful when trading this pair. New Zealand US dollar here has been very, very strong. The last few days have been moved to the upside, and today we got a nice pin bar close. Price tried to break through this high and then finally rejected and close to the downside. Based on the technical setup here, we would be looking for a move to the downside. However, looking at the volume here, it is all green volume, so there's a lot of buying in the market here still, and the on balance volume is sitting up quite high as well, which suggests that there could be a potential move to the upside. So in terms of the upside target, we are looking at 7200 level as the first target, and then potentially into 7250 area as the second target, or even into the 70 area here. So even though the daily close suggests a bearish move, with the current market conditions, we could see an up move, especially with the volume suggesting further move to the upside. So we would be open to trading this pair on both sides, both to the upside and to the downside here. If we were to see a rejection here, we'd be looking in this area, 71.50 area, or for the price to go test the highs and then reject. If the price does move higher, like we talked about, we are looking for this 72.20 area here, which is also our R3. So this could be the potential target if the price does not reject this level, the support and resistance here. If the price does not stay below this and breaks above the high here, we'd be looking for a further move to the upside, and in that case our target becomes 72.20. Aussie US dollar here has also seen a move to the upside over the last few days. However, this pair is not as strong as New Zealand dollar. We do see a rejection of this level here, 7,500 at this point, and this would be bearish for Australian dollar here. The daily close is bearish, and as such, we would be looking for a move to the downside based purely on the technicals. And we do see decreasing buying volume, which would suggest weakness in price here as well. In terms of a pullback, we could see a move back into the 7,500 level, or we could see a pullback into 74.80 level. And if the price holds below 74.80, we would be looking for a move into 7,400, the support and resistance area right over here. In the case of Australian US dollar, we would treat this as a range-bound market, the price holding between the high of 7,500 and the low of 7,400 over the last couple of days. So we are going to treat this as a range-bound market. If the price holds above 7,400, we're looking for a buy. And if the price holds below 7,500 here, if we see rejection at 7,500, we would be looking for a sell. Looking at the 1 hour chart here, we are looking at the test of 7,500 for a sell, and as you can see right here, 7,400 for a potential buying opportunity. Dollar CAD here, we have seen the selling volume decrease a little bit here. The last couple of days, the move hasn't been huge. So at this point, this is very neutral close on the day. We haven't seen any kind of big directional move here. At this point, we would be open to treating this as a range-bound market here as well, looking for this 127.60 level. However, if the price does break below the 60 level here, 127.60, we are looking for this level to be tested here at 126.50 area. However, if the price holds above 127.60, then we are looking for a move to the upside. And if the price goes into 129.70 here, we'd be looking for a potential selling opportunity. Looking at the 1 hour chart here, we have seen the last few days have been moves to the downside. However, if you look at this range for today, we did not see a clear direction here. Price did come into the bottom and then pushed off of that. And again, we'll be looking for this 127.60 level to be tested again. If the price holds above this level, we'll be looking for a move to the upside. However, if the price breaks below this 127.64 level, we're looking for a further move to downside into 126.50 area. That's it for today. I will see you in the trade room tomorrow.